Oh, Chris not coming. Chris not coming. Hey, Margaret. Hi, Chris.
Good evening. Somebody there.
Hi, good evening.
All right. At least I ain't about myself. I'm going to get my book and come back.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Whew. Is it? That be it. Oh, yes, it is. Good.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Or
evening.
good evening. Hey,
Good
what's up,
evening.
guys?
Hey, Miss Fiona.
Everybody had a good day?
Oh, I did. I done cook since 11:30, girl. And they cook for me. Next up pot. So when I done, I thought it was going to take me longer. Man, when it was done 11:30, I started shooting off.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good
The only
evening.
trouble I had, but when I cook food that tastes so good, my husband will think that it's the their food alone.
You don't want left them from under?
I can't want that. I just want people like to choose. We talking about I want people like to choose the he don't want to eat all the day. So
That me a cooking too much.
I agree with you. But the trouble is, when I cook so much, it means that I don't have to cook Monday and Tuesday. But if
We
you see
understand.
what it's not like, oh my God.
We understand how you want to do, but as long as you see food, he can eat it. He's a seafood man.
No, if he like it, if it's saying that he like, man, it will go through in a minute. If it's saying that he already will eat, you know, he normal share, I think. But
He like a friend of mine. He's got one for Ron.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Bram.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Right.
I get people like want you to know I get my phone.
Not my fault.
Oh boy, oh boy. Jeez, oh man.
That's a serious low blow before you start, boy. That let you know.
let me get straight into things right now. Let me go straight in.
Go straight in.
Training.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. All right. Well, let me start, guys. I'm going to start off with a video that will give you a little insights in building network marketing business, right, by Mr. Jimmy Ron. And then I'll come back and we'll go into some back office training. All right.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So let me share my screen. I won't share all this video because it's a lengthy video, but it's good information,
Okay.
especially for us that building a network.
Mhm.
What you believe in that's going to carry you into the next century. Let me give you now some of the early philosophies that changed my life forever. I heard one of them in my introduction. Some of these philosophies have lived with me now all of these years. I've passed them on, and people have come back around saying, Mr. Rohn, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, I sat in your class and sat in your seminar, and those early things that you taught, I've practiced it and I'm doing it. A man not long ago showed me notes he took 23 years ago. And then he had me sign those notes. He said, I've used these notes to develop my life, my personal life, and my business life. And when he took those notes, he said, I was 18 years old. So it's incredible. I'm so thankful for all these years. But now I want to pass it along to you. Some of the philosophies that changed my life forever. Okay, if you're ready, say I'm ready. Here's the first one. Profits are better than wages. Once I understood that, I got rich. Profits are better than wages. Nobody taught me that in high school. I went to college for a year and a half. I never heard it. I'm 25 and broke. I'm not destitute. I'm broke. Too much month at the end of the money is broke. And I finally hear this philosophy. Profits are better than wages. Now here's the phrase that goes with it. Wages make you a living, which is fine. Profits make you a fortune, which is super fine. And you can live both fine and super fine. You've now got the mechanism and the ways and means to do that. Profits are better than wages. Guess what? I taught this in Moscow when I was teaching capitalism. The communists had it all wrong. They taught that capitalism was, a big company that oppresses its workers. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. They had mentally lost it when they came up with this ridiculous philosophy. Now, communism taught capital belongs to the state, not the people. And we taught all these years what? Capital belongs in the hands of the people, not the state. That's why, of course, kids should pay taxes, because they can be capitalists, and all capitalists should pay taxes. And it doesn't take much to start an enterprise that makes a profit. I teach kids how to have two bicycles, one to ride and one to rent. I mean, how long does it take? How long does it take to make a profit? I mean, a little ingenuity and you're on your way. So profits are better than wages. Capitalism better than communism. Communism said people are too dumb and stupid to know what to do with capital. So you must take capital away from all the dumb, stupid people and give it to the all-wise, all-knowing state. And let the state run everything. I mean, that was communism. And they devastated every country they touched. I've been to East Germany. It's taking $1 trillion just to clean up East Germany. They've already spent $500 billion. They got $500 billion more to go. I mean, every country they touched, and I've been in all of them, they devastated them all with their devastating philosophy. We teach capital belongs in the hands of the people. That's where the ingenuity is to bring goods and services to the marketplace. And I'm going to show you later the miracle of capitalism grassroots in America, which you're involved in. But once I understood this now, it was so incredible. Profits are better than wages. Now, when I first was recruited, I'm a distributor for this little product called Abunda Vita. And here's what my mentor said, Mr. Schoaf. He said, Mr. Rohn, you can start this miracle working business part-time. You don't have to go full-time, you can start part-time. And he said, if you'll devote, to start with, let's say 10, 12, 15 hours a week, where you'll start making a profit, here's what you can now say. I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune. Because profits lead to fortune. I got so excited about that philosophy. I'm working full-time on my job, but now I'm working part-time on my fortune. I found a way not only to make a living, you won't believe this, I found a way to make a fortune. Can you imagine what that's like then to get up in the morning? To go to work on your fortune? Not to go to work to pay the rent, which is okay, but a chance to go to work to make a fortune? And I said, right now I'm working part-time on my fortune and full-time on my job, but it won't be long until I'll be working full-time on my fortune. Can you imagine what life is going to be like? Now, here was my first goal when I started, and that was part-time. I wanted to equal on my profits part-time what I was earning on my full-time job. This is called the magic of part-time. It is so thrilling for people to start working the business part-time, because now you can work on profits, and it doesn't take very long. If you'll really concentrate on those 10, 12, 15 hours a week, it won't be long if you really do it right and learn some of the skills I'm going to talk about. It won't be long until you can be earning as much part-time working on your fortune as you are full-time working on your job. I did that in less than 6 months. Now I've got an incredible invitation. I found a way part-time to work on my fortune, and I'm making as much money at that as I am on my full-time job. Would you like to hear my story? It was incredible. Now here was my second goal, to make twice as much money part-time working on my fortune as I was working full-time on my job. And I reached that in less than a year. Making twice as much money part-time working on my fortune as I was full-time working on my job. Now I've got an incredible invitation that won't quit. I found a way, through a unique opportunity, to work part-time on my fortune, and I'm now earning twice as much money as I am working full-time on my job. Would you like to hear my story? Do you imagine anybody would say, no, I don't care to hear your story? No. Everybody I said that to said, wow, yes, what are you doing? I said, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Now, when I started making twice as much money part-time as full-time, here's my dilemma. I didn't want to go full-time. And why not go full-time? And the reason was because I didn't want to give up my electrifying story. Right? It was so powerful, nobody could resist the invitation to at least take a look. I didn't want to give it up. And I hung on for I don't know how long until it was, almost insane. And then finally, reluctantly, I gave up my full-time job. But now, you can imagine the thrill and excitement of going to work full-time on my fortune. It was incredible. But I want you to jot down the magic of part-time. What does it take to really change a person's lifestyle? Not very much. An extra $1,000 a month, I'm telling you, will drastically change most American families' lifestyle. And that's why part-time is so valuable, because it very quickly changes a person's lifestyle. And here's what the change in lifestyle does. It's a great recruiting tool. One of the greatest recruiting attractions is the money you make part-time. Somebody said, you've been on 3 vacations this year? Says, yes, I got this little part-time thing going. Says, what's that? You bought 2 new cars, one for you and one for her? How did you do that? Said, I got this little part-time thing going. Your kids have got all these new clothes? Yes. All this stuff is happening. What is it? An extra $1,000 a month. See, $1,000 a month full-time, nobody wants to hear your story. $1,000 a month part-time that starts to change your lifestyle, everybody wants to hear your story. So the key is part-time. The magic and the attraction of part-time gives you a classic invitation for for somebody to listen to what you're doing that's changing your life. And it's not just necessarily the money that changes your life. It's what you do with the money. It's the change of lifestyle. So part-time helps to change lifestyle, which gives you a classic invitation to look at what you're doing. That's how I started in network marketing, age 25. Wow, these philosophies changed my life. I wish I would have learned them in high school. In high school, if they would have offered Wealth 1, Wealth 2, I'd have taken both classes. I wouldn't have waited until I was 25 and broke. Here's the next one. Philosophy that helped change my life. It's not what happens that determines your life future. It's not what happens that determines your life future. It's what you do about what happens. All of us are in like a little sailboat. And it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your destination. It's the set of the sail. So jot this phrase down. It's one of the best to understand. Kids need to understand it. The same wind blows on us all. The same wind blows on us all. The wind of disaster, the wind of opportunity, the wind of change. The wind when it's upside down, the wind when it's favorable and unfavorable. The same wind blows on us all. The economic wind, the social wind, the political wind. The same wind blows on everybody. The difference in where you arrive in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, the difference in arrival is not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail. And that's what learning is all about, to set a better sail this year than last year. To set a better sail. The first 6 years of my economic life, I wound up broke. Second 6 years, I wound up rich. You say, well, the Democrats must have finally gotten power. No. 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 It was not a political change. Here's what changed the second 6 years of my economic life. It was my philosophy that changed. The set of the sail of better thinking, correcting the errors of the past and picking up new disciplines for the future. That's all I had to do at the end of the first 6. Correct the errors of the past and then pick up some new disciplines for the future. And my total life changed. The second 6 years was totally different than the first 6 of my working life. And guess who can do that? Anybody. Now, you can keep on the same path for the next couple of years as you have the past 2. But if you wish to, and maybe everything's okay for you and you don't need to, but if you need to make some changes, I'm telling you, you can start doing it today so that the next 2 years will be drastically different than the last 2. And anybody who wishes to do that can. And you can do it between ages 40 and 43. You can do it between ages 13 and 15. You can do it between ages 60 and 62. Any 2 years, any 5 years, that you wish to drastically change from the previous 5, you can do it. If you wish to. Now, this isn't written. This is not a law. Here's what it's called, opportunity. But if you don't know you can change, if you don't know you can drastically change your income, change your future, change your health, change your marriage, change everything. If you don't know that, some people then go year after year after year after year not making much change simply because they didn't get to the class. They never read the book. They never went to the seminar. They never made the discovery. They didn't seek for the knowledge of how could I make my life better. And if you just rock along, I'm telling you it's okay. Anybody can live any way they choose. But I'm here to tell all of you that if you wish to, it's possible to make the next 3 years totally different than the last 3. And all you have to do is just a few things. So if you got that one now, it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your income. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your fortune. It's the set of the sail. And that's why we gathered here today. Maybe I've got some ideas that'll help you with a couple of little things about setting the sail of your thinking that might drastically give you multiplied more benefit the next 3 years than you've gotten in the last 3. So it's not what happens. What happens to everybody. Chevron years ago brought me in to talk to management. They said, Mr. Owen, you travel around the world and you're fairly knowledgeable. What do you think the next 10 years are going to be like? I said, gentlemen, I can tell you I do know the right people. So they all leaned forward and listened carefully. And I said, gentlemen, the next 10 years are going to be about like the last 10. The next season after fall is, well, I promise you that's not going to change. After day comes night. I promise you that's not going to change. Here's how the last 6,000 years reads. If you want to make a note of Jim Rohn's vision of history the last 6,000 years, here's how it reads. Opportunity mixed with difficulty. And if we're around another 6,000 years, it's going to read like that looks like for the next 6,000 years. Opportunity mixed with difficulty. Now, sometimes there seems to be more opportunity than difficulty, and then sometimes there seems to be more difficulty than opportunity, but the mix isn't going to change. After expansion comes recession. But after recession comes expansion. Not to think so, see, is naive. And once you've got just a little of this stuff settled, then you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to anticipate, so you can be ready. Now, here's the next one, and I heard it in my invitation. Here's what it says. For things to change, you have to change. I was hoping the government would change, and taxes would change, and economics would change, and my boss would change and be more generous. I wished for everything to change, and my teacher said, no, Mr. Owen, for things to change for you, you have to change. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Once I understood this, this altered the course of my life. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. And here's the big one. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. You don't need less problems. You simply need more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more wisdom. Accept the challenge, because you can't grow without a challenge. You can't get rich without a challenge. You can't fly without gravity. You have to understand the challenge. But that's the key, is to now develop wisdom to overcome the challenge. Don't wish for less challenge, but more wisdom. And then here's one more philosophy that helped change my life forever. You can do the most remarkable things no matter what happens. Humans can do the most remarkable things no matter what happens. Philosophies that changed my life. Here's one of the big philosophies I learned in network marketing. It's called the law of averages. If you do something often enough, a ratio will appear. Key phrase, if you do something often enough, a ratio will appear. It's amazing. It's uncanny. In baseball, we call it batting average. If you talk to 10 people, one says yes. Now the ratio has begun. 1 out of 10. Talk to 10, get 1. Here's something interesting about the law of averages. Once it starts, it tends to continue. This is colossal information. Once a ratio starts, it tends to continue. If you talk to 10 and get 1, sure enough, chances are excellent if you talk to 10 more, you'll get another one. Talk to 10 more, you'll get another one. Now you can compete. If you can only get 1 out of 10, you can compete, even with somebody that can get 9 out of 10. If you've been here a long time, you can get 9 out of 10. I just joined, I can only get 1 out of 10. If we have a 30-day contest, I will beat you. Say, well, how could you beat me? Here's why. During that 30 days, you talk to 10 and get 9. I talk to 100 and get 10. I beat you. Isn't that clever? This is clever stuff. And I do it for 2 reasons. I sincerely wish to win. But I do it for another very sincere reason. I wish for you to lose. And that's noble on my part. Here's why it's noble. You learn more by losing than you do by winning. So I wish to give you that experience. Now here's how I do it once I understand the law of averages. When I'm new, I make up in numbers what I lack in skill. I make up in numbers what I lack in skill. Now who can do that? Anybody that's ambitious. Anybody with a little ingenuity. Anybody. Doesn't matter. Now here's one more. The law of averages can be increased. You get 1 out of 10, talk to 10, get another one. Talk to 10, get another one. The 4th time you talk to 10, you get 2. Why would the 4th time you talk to 10, you get 2 instead of 1? You're getting better. You're getting better. And who can get better? Anybody. Talk to 10, get 2. Talk to 10, get 2. Finally, talk to 10, get 3. I finally got up to about 3. Now, it takes more than a genius to go past like 3 or 4. but 3 will do. If you bat 300 in baseball, they pay you $4 million a year, which means you're out 7 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10, out. Make $4 million a year. Are you ready for that? So, this works so well now in your business. Just jot the phrase down. You don't have to bat 1,000. You don't have to bat 1,000 to make big money. 1 out of 10 is fine. 2 out of 10 is terrific. 3 out of 10 is fabulous. Some particular incredible genius might get 4 out of 10, but 3 out of 10 is sufficient to make you rich beyond your wildest imagination. This is how I went after my friends, neighbors, and relatives when I first started recruiting. I said, look, I've got a new business, and I'm getting about 3 out of 10 to join. And I don't mind you, just come to the meeting and be one of the 7. Right? Doesn't matter. Right? You're my friend, you'll do me a favor. And so it's not important to me that you like it. It's not important to me that you join. It's certainly not important to me that you buy. It's just important to me that you listen. One of the reasons, though, I want you to hear the story is because a year from now, if I'm doing well, I don't want you to say, how come you never picked up the phone a year ago? I never got a letter, never got a call. You call me a friend? You're making all this money, you never picked up the phone. So I don't want that to happen. So for 2 reasons, I want you to see what I'm doing. So the year from now, if I'm doing well, I can say, you know, I gave you the opportunity. But also, just as a favor, come and be one of the 7. It doesn't matter to me if you buy or join. But I need 10 to get 3. And if you're one of the 3, wonderful. If you're not, wonderful. It might matter to you. It might matter to you, but it doesn't matter to me. Now, it matters to me because we're friends, but it doesn't matter in terms of my averages. So if you decide to get rich, just learn the law of averages. You're off and running. Now, here's the second law that changed my life forever in network marketing. I learned the law of sowing and reaping. And in the law of sowing and reaping is also the story of the law of averages. Jot this down. The story of the sower comes from the Bible. I'm an amateur on the Bible, but this is such a useful story. Here's what the story says. And take the notes because the drama's in the details. The sower was ambitious. Evidently, he was ambitious. When you read the whole story, you'll conclude, yes, this was an ambitious sower. Here was number 2. He had excellent seed. The sower who sowed the seed had excellent seed. And the excellent seed can be an excellent opportunity, an excellent product, an excellent story. So we've got an ambitious sower with excellent seed. But now here's the rest of the details of the story. For your information, for the drama of your life, so you can understand things better. Learning some of this is how I got rich by age 31. Okay. Number 1, it says the sower goes out to sow the seed, but the first part of the seed falls by the wayside and the birds get it. So jot this down. The birds are going to get some of the seed. The birds are going to get some of the seed. Now you say, well, Mr. Arnold, what does that mean? Well, I invite John to come to a meeting. He said he'd be there Tuesday night. Tuesday night I show up, John isn't there. I say, John, I wonder why John didn't make it. Now I know the answer. The birds. The birds. John had this great idea of coming to the meeting to look at an opportunity, and somebody stole it and said, you're not going to go see network marketing. And he says, well, maybe not. So have you jotted that down now? The birds are going to get some. Now, when the birds get some, you've got 2 options. Number 1 is to chase birds. And say, well, let me get a hold of the person that talked him out of coming to the meeting. I'll tear him a new page. But I wouldn't do this. Here's what happens if you go chasing birds. You leave the field. If you go chasing birds now, you leave the field, which is going to distract from your future, not add. So you can't chase birds and try to straighten this stuff out. Here's what it is. It's just one of those things. And here's the best comment when things are a little disappointing. Isn't that interesting? You just have to say, I thought sure he would be there. He promised me. He promised me. But I know it was the birds. And you just have to say, isn't that interesting? Now, here's the rest of the story. It says, the sower kept on sowing. See, that was the secret to his success. He kept on sowing. And if you keep sowing, you can sow more than the birds can get because there aren't enough birds. If you keep sowing, there are some birds, but there's not enough. Because the law of averages will work for you. My mentor taught me, he said, you know, Mr. Rohn, there's only 9 or 10 real nasty, miserable people in the whole world. Now, he says they move around a lot, you know, and you're liable to... You'll bump into one once in a while. But when you bump into one, you say, there's only 9 more like you. I can handle that in the whole world. Okay. Now, here's what else it says. The sower now keeps sowing the seed. Now the seed falls, the story says, on rocky ground where the soil is shallow. And the rocky ground where the soil is shallow is not of your making. Because you had excellent seed and you were an ambitious sower. So the rocky ground where the soil is shallow is not of your making. But here's what it says what happened. This time, the little seed that falls in the ground starts to grow. And the little plant starts to grow. But the first hot day, it withers and dies. It dies. Not an easy thing to watch. I finally get John started. Sure enough, 3 or 4 days later, somebody says, boo, and he goes, he's gone. Doesn't show up at the second meeting. And I say, I thought sure John would last a week. What happened? Jot this down. The hot weather is going to get some. And this is not of your making. Here's what you must say when that happens. Isn't that interesting? Wow. What can you do? The answer is nothing. You say, well, I'm going to try to change this. I wouldn't take that class. You know, the sun comes up in the east. Somebody says, why is that? I wouldn't spend much time on that. Just let that happen. Don't go for this why stuff. I'm giving you the answers here. The answers is in the structure and the consequences and in the deal. The answer is in the deal. Anything beyond that is not worth study. You say, well, how come some just last a little while? I wouldn't sign up for that class. Here's the answer. Some don't stay. You just have to jot that down. And when some leaves, you say, that's one of those that don't stay. Now you know what category to put them in. And you can't solve this now. You can't, it's like rearranging the seasons. You can't fool with that. All you can do is cooperate with the way things are set up. I didn't set it up. You say, well, it shouldn't be this way. Well, when you get your own planet, you can rearrange this whole deal. But on this planet, you're a guest. You got to take it as it comes. Now, here was the secret to the ambitious sower with good seed. It said he kept on sowing. Now, here's what he had to do to keep on sowing. He had to discipline his disappointment. This is a key phrase now to use the rest of your life. You must learn to discipline your disappointment because you didn't set up the setup, and some are not going to stay, and that is not of your making. Now, if you made gross errors and you ran them off, see, that'd be different. Now, you're responsible for that. But if it's in the normal course of things, this is the way things are. Now, here's what it says. The sower keeps on sowing. Now it says the seed falls on thorny ground. And somebody says, well, how much of this do you have to go through? Well, hang on. It's not the end of the story now. Now the little seed falls on thorny ground. And now the little plant starts to grow again. But as the little plant starts to grow, the thorns choke it to death. And it dies. So jot this down. The thorns are going to get some. And that's not of your making. And what are these thorns? The story even called these little thorns, little cares, little distractions, little somethings. Who knows what all they are? I say, John, we had a meeting last night. You weren't here. John says, well, I can't make every meeting. I say, why not? You're part-time. He said, well, the screen door came off the hinges. And you just can't let your house fall apart. You got to take some time and fix things up. And I can hear the thorns going, He says some extra trash had piled up in the garage. You can't let mountains of trash take over. You got to keep your trash hauled out. People who let little things cheat them out of big opportunities. People who let little things cheat them out of big opportunities. And you feel almost helpless. What could I do about that? And that's nothing. And you say, well, why is this? I'm asking you not to sign up for that class. Don't sign up for these why is this class. It's just the way it is. Like winter following fall and spring following winter. So if you got that, the thorns are going to get some. But now here's the good news. Let's read the rest of the story now quickly. The sower now what? Keeps on sowing the seed. Keeps on sharing the story. Keeps on giving an invitation. Yes, the invitation can be more powerful for me as it was 1 year later than it was the first month. Because now I'm saying I'm making twice as much money part-time as I'm making on my full-time job. Yes, the story can be more powerful, but the law of average is still going to work. But now here's what the story said. Finally, the seed falls on good ground. Finally, the seed falls on good ground. Now put this in parentheses. It always will. If you keep sowing. If you share a good idea long enough, it will fall on good people. But now here's the rest of that story. Some of the good ground did 30%. And some of the good ground did 60%. And some of the good ground did 100%. You say, well, why the difference in numbers? I wouldn't sign up for that class. Come on. Have I said that often enough now? Don't register for that class. It's just the way it is. Now, I tried to get the 30s to do 60. Found out it was more than I could handle. I used to say, I'll make them successful if it kills me. I almost died. No, you can't do that. Here's what you do. Let the 30s do 30 to the best of their ability and keep doing 30, because that's how they build their lifestyle and get what they want out of life. And let the 60s do 60, and let the 100s do 100s. Now, how can you get some to do 100%? You got to go through all these experiences, and you got to talk to all these people. Let me quickly give you now a list of the skills that changed my life forever. Developing a new philosophy that I could do it in my network marketing experience now led me to developing new skills.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Let me just unmute. Well, I want to welcome all those persons who are joining us for the first time in the training. We welcome you. So all those persons who are new, who have just joined the business in the last 30 days, okay, we want to welcome you. Congratulations to you. And let's open up the mic quickly before we go into our back office training. And could you just introduce yourself? If you signed up in the last 30 days, could you just let us know your name and who's your sponsor?
Searching for it. What secret is worth this? Searching for someone. Who?
Hey, Rudolph Lee.
Why are you looking for Bryce?
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
I'm Rudolph Lee. Rudolph Lee. I joined today, and Vernon Luther are my sponsor.
Okay, wonderful. Congratulations. Good to have you on board.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, who else do we have?
I didn't hear the name.
All right, okay, his name is Rudolph Lee. All right, we have a lot of background noise coming in from you, Rudolph.
Yeah. I didn't hear the name, but whoever it is, welcome. Happy to have you.
Yes, his name is Rudolph Lee.
Oh, okay, Rudolph Lee.
Yeah.
Who's that? So the all this noise. She done.
Okay.
Turn
All
the
right.
TV off.
Okay.
Radio
Who else we have?
Good evening.
Good
Give me my name, Sandra Elliott.
Hey, Sandra. Welcome. Who's your
Good
sponsor,
evening. My
Sandra?
sponsor is Pat Wood.
Pat Wood. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Congratulations. Good to have you part of the team.
Welcome, my dear.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
Pat.
welcome, Sandra.
Welcome. Another Sandra. Welcome.
Yeah, another Sandra. All right, awesome. Okay, all right. Who else do we
Thank
have?
you.
Denston.
Hey, Denston. Hey,
Denston.
Denston. Hey, Denston. All right, let us know your sponsor.
Granville.
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 Okay, okay. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Congrats, Denson. Welcome.
Thanks.
To have you part of the PGI family. All right, who else do we have?
Yes.
I have to, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to speak for Bernard Thorne because of work. He couldn't be here. But Bernard Thorne, sponsored by Pat Wood.
Okay, all right.
Very good.
Congratulations to Bernard. Good to have him on board. Wonderful. Okay, who else do we have?
So he be doing the part-time job.
All right, who else do we have?
Nobody brand us work insurance. Anybody
And
else?
that's all the new
This
persons
is
for this month.
This is Aldorna.
Oh,
Hey, Aldona. Okay,
say who invite you
who's your
guys.
who's your sponsor?
Invited by Paulette Dress.
By
Aye.
Paulette Dress. Okay. Congratulations. Good to have you part of
Congrats,
PGA.
congrats. Well done.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. All right. Who else do we have? That's all the new folks for the month. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Elvis,
I
Elvis
know,
is usually keeping tally.
I know we have more new members, man. Come on, man. We have to have more new members that join in the month of
Say
in
something.
March.
Mhm.
I'm seeing Margaret Wilson. I'm seeing all these persons join in March. What happened, guys? You don't want to introduce
Hi.
yourself?
Hi, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, good evening. Gideon Curtis, Fiona was my sponsor.
Okay, congratulations. Good to have you.
Yes.
Hi.
Good to have you part of the
Congrats,
PGA
Gideon.
family.
Congrats.
Go, Fiona.
Congrats,
Hey,
Fiona.
thanks.
Come on, guys. All right. Okay. For those persons who are new, I guess we have to probably bring you guys up to speed. All right. I want you guys to know that
Good
this is a
evening.
family here, right? And we do encourage each other. We edify each other. You understand? We cheer each other on because it's a business that you're building. Not even though you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself. It's all about teamwork, right? I know you're part of a great opportunity and a wonderful team. So we want to welcome you on board this team. And also, we also want you to understand that we're here to encourage you, and we also want to help to encourage the others as well. All right. Okay, so let us know who you are so that we can encourage you. All right, so we have Paul.
Yes, good evening.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Good evening.
Hi, good
Yes.
evening.
This is Paul Bain. I was invited by Grandpa Carter.
Oh, excellent.
Congrats.
Give it to you,
Welcome,
Paul.
Paul.
Yes, please.
All right. Welcome.
Okay. Thanks, you. Have a good day. Yes.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Bravo, boy, you that more than you three. Go down.
and those leaders are here. We want you to open up your mic and help congratulate those new folks as well. All right. Okay.
Of course, of course.
All right. All right. So who else do we have? Okay. Anyone else?
Come on, guys. Anyone that was joining March, just open your mic and say your name, who sponsor you.
I'm not sure if, this is Angela. I'm not sure if Margaret's mic is working, so that's why she's probably not saying anything.
Okay.
Okay, you can say it for her.
Pardon?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead and introduce her then.
Margaret Wilson is a new person that joined in March.
Welcome, Margaret.
Sponsored by
Congratulations, Margaret.
Welcome, Margaret.
Welcome.
Sponsored by
We're glad to
Angela
have
Manson.
you.
Sponsored by
Yes.
Angela. Okay,
Nice stuff,
congratulations,
Angela. Nice
Angela.
stuff.
Well done.
Congrats, Angela.
Good evening. My name is Maria, and I'm invited by Randy.
Hi,
Hey,
Maria.
Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Welcome.
Maria, welcome.
Welcome. Congrats.
Maria is
Congratulations, Randy.
Spanish for Mary.
Yeah.
And then serious thanks for Mary, you know. I'll lose she's son in a few days.
Wonderful. All right, who else do we have?
Going back right now.
All right, any more new thoughts for the month of March? Okay, all right, well, let's go right into our training. All right, just give me a minute, guys. All right, I'm gonna leave the mic open, guys. So therefore, just mute, ask everyone to mute. Okay, because the reason I'm leaving the mic open so that if anyone needs to ask any questions while I'm going through the back office training, you just unmute and you can, and ask your question. All right, so this is an interactive session. All right, it's not gonna be one of those presentations where I just, talk, and then come at the end and take questions. All right, so throughout the presentation, you can unmute and ask a question. All right, I will take questions throughout the presentation as well. All right, but those of you who are not asking a question, just make sure that your mic is mute so that we won't have any background disturbance for the person who's talking. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So everyone can see my screen.
Yes, Chris.
Yes, Chris.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. All right. So let's go through our back office training. Okay. So what I'm going to cover right now. What I'm going to cover right now is the new sign up, the process. Okay. Step by step when a person is registering for the first time. So you persons who are here that are new, who are now looking to register new persons, this is the process. Okay. So every person, when you're signing someone up, this is the first step. The first step, guys, is to send off their payment via PayPal. So the person is coming in with a $100 package. They have to send 136 US dollars, okay, via PayPal. We provide the email address, okay, that you would send the payment to. So if you don't have a PayPal account, you have a debit card out of any of the banks, therefore you can set up a PayPal account and add the debit card to that account. All right, so that can be done all within 10-15 minutes or even less. So therefore now you can make the payment via PayPal. After the payment is sent, okay, now the person has to take a screenshot of that page. Okay, so they're going to take a screenshot of the page, of the payment page. The payment page, guys, must have on the transaction ID, the amount, and also the name and address of the person who made the payment. Okay, the reason I have at the top block up because I don't want to show that information there, but that's what should be on the page when they will send the screen, when they send in the screenshot. Hey, Paulette.
Chris?
Yes?
Yes. Is it possible to enlarge this a little bit, one, and two, to just repeat repeat what you said? Is that possible?
Okay, well, I can tell you how to enlarge it. You can enlarge it yourself by putting your hand on your screen and put your two fingers, your thumb and your finger on your screen, and open. Yeah, you're right. And open it, and your screen will be enlarged.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So those persons who can't see the screen, you can enlarge your screen so you can see what's on the screen as well. Okay, all
Right,
right. So
right.
so let me repeat again. All right, so they're sending so therefore this is the person that you are signing up. All right, you guys are members already. So these are the new persons you are signing up. This is the process you have to take them through for that person to register.
Right.
All right. Okay, so they need to
Right.
make a payment. They don't have Bitcoin yet. Remember, they don't have Bitcoin yet. They don't have to make a payment. So therefore, they have to pay
Right.
$136. Okay, via PayPal. So they're sending that money through PayPal and they send it to Simone Hunter. And this is her email, sah2sims@gmail.com. Okay. So the person has to have a PayPal account. If they don't have a PayPal account, but then you, the member, can assist them. If you do have a PayPal account, that means you can take the money from them and you can do what? Do the transaction for them. Now, in Barbados dollars, guys, that's 285 Barbados dollars. So a 100 US package will cost 285 Barbados dollars. All right.
Right.
Okay, let me give you the breakdown because some person might want to know. So why is 100 US and which is 200 Barbados and it costs to get started 285? That's $85 difference. Okay, now you know clearly that when you get started with PGI, there's a $19 software fee. So therefore, we're looking at $119. That's coming from PGI. All right.
Right.
Okay. Now, when we do the transaction through PayPal, PayPal takes another fee on top of that.
Right.
And when we buy the Bitcoin, there's another fee on top of that. And when we send you the Bitcoin for PGI, there's another fee on top of that. You see how much fees there? Okay, so all the fees that brings that 119 to 136. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So this is only the beginning, guys, because you're not getting into Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin. But when you start to earn Bitcoin, you'll be able to upgrade your packages from your Bitcoin. So not necessarily need to come back and buy yourself another package unless you're going up to higher levels. Okay. But if you're building your business correctly, which I'll share with you this evening, you will be able to move up to higher levels all from your earnings. All right. Is that clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So everybody understand the first step. The first step is to make the payment via PayPal. Okay. For the amount, okay, of 136. That's a $100 package. Now, if the person is buying a higher package, then again, I ask all the members, I'm going to post the breakdown in the group again, take that information and save it. Also, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be putting up a page that everybody will be able to use. So therefore, you just send the person the link and it will have all this necessary information and the steps that they have to do to get started. All right, which make it a lot easier for everyone.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So this is step one. Step two, they should download the blockchain wallet. So they need to download a blockchain wallet from the Play Store. Okay. Now, guys, every member that joins PGI must have a Bitcoin wallet because when you withdraw your funds from PGI, the only way you can receive it is within your Bitcoin wallet. So we use the blockchain. So therefore, every member should have a blockchain wallet. All right. If you register and you don't have a blockchain wallet, you need to go and register a blockchain wallet because it means now that you cannot withdraw money from PGI because it means you don't have your Bitcoin address added to your account neither because you can only get that Bitcoin address when you have created your wallet. All right. So make sure your new persons, okay, register for their Bitcoin wallet, which is at the blockchain. You can find that in the Play Store. Okay. Now, let's look at the links because now you have to send the person your referral link. All right. So you're giving the person your referral link so that they can sign up under you. Remember, guys, you have to sign up one person on the left and one person on the right. So here we have two links. My link here that you're seeing, it has a username at the end. So therefore your link will have your username. But if you notice in the link has left and the other one has right. So if I'm putting someone on the left, I will send in the link for the left. And if I'm putting someone on the right, I will send in the link for the right. Okay. All right. So after you send the person the link, then the person clicks the link and they go to the registration page. assist your persons with the registration. All right, now, first thing that you must confirm when they click the link, after they click your link, they should confirm that your name, okay, is on that page, sponsored by, and your name should be there. This is very important. We have 2 persons who registered that I know of, 3 persons who registered and end up under someone else. Okay. So, and guys, this cannot be changed. If the person registered, if one of your prospects use a link and register under somebody else and not your link, that cannot be changed. The only way we can change that is the person have to sign up all over again using a different email, a different name. You understand what I'm saying? And that could be very difficult. So therefore, verify that they have your link and that your name is on the registration page. Okay, now the password, guys, the password sequence for some persons, okay, must be explained, because for this application to go through, you must have 8 characters in the password, no less than 8. It must have in a capital letter. It must have in a special character, okay, and a number. All right, so remember that. The password must consist of a capital. It must consist of a special character. Special character would be like the @ sign, the number
Dollar
sign,
sign.
yeah, the $sign, the percentage sign. Those are special characters. All right. Okay, and a number, and it must be no less than 8. All right, everybody get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember,
Yes.
these are things you have to explain to your prospects as they're getting ready to register. Okay, so let them know these are the things that they need to do to fill the form so that they won't have any problems. Now, if a person don't have or don't know the zip code, you just put BB, that's 2 B's, BB, and 00000, 5 zeros. That will go through. All right. Again, everything else here, everything is explanatory. The flag where the telephone number goes, of course, you click the flag, change it to Barbados. It will come in with the 246. Do not put back in 246 again. It will come in 246 and just continue to put in your cell number. Do not put a landline number, guys. It's a cell number that goes there. Okay. All right. Now, also email address. Please, guys, make sure that the person check, okay, the email address, because sometimes some people do submit the form and they had a typo in the email, and therefore they would not get that verification email. And if they don't get the verification email, it means that they cannot verify their account. So that means they cannot log in. All right. So anytime a person tells you that they're not getting that verification email, what you can do is to log into your own account since you're the sponsor. Okay, log into your own account and then go to the menu on the left-hand side. See if I can find it. Okay, go to the menu on the left-hand side and click on network. All right, here we are. Right, click on network. Everybody can see that? Click on my network, sorry, my network.
My network.
Yes, and then click on direct sponsor. All right, direct sponsor. Direct sponsor will take you to the area, the persons that you've sponsored. So you will see active and you will see new registrant. You go click on the one that marked new registrant, because the one that marked new registrant is the one that's not active as yet. Okay, and there that person should be listed there, and you can check the name and you can check also the email address and confirm that email address is correct. If the email address have a typo, that means they have to sign up all over again. Now, what I suggest when persons registering for the first time, don't let them put in a middle name. Don't let them put in no middle name. Okay. Tell them they can leave out the middle name area. Someone have a question?
Yes, please. This is Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Referring to what you said just now about your middle name. I put in my middle name into it, but it seems every time I go on, it's like it keeps having at top that has this red I tried to change it,
Okay.
but I don't know how.
So whenever you log in,
Yes, please.
right, you see a
Every
red
time I log
notice,
into
a red
the
notice
thing,
come to top.
yeah.
Okay, what that means is that you have not added your Bitcoin wallet as yet. You have to add your Bitcoin wallet, and that will go away. That's
Oh,
that's a you red notice is so to
already.
let you know that there's something that you need to do right away.
Okay.
All right.
Chris?
Okay, thank you very much.
So Paul, do you have a Bitcoin wallet already set up?
I was talking to my sponsor last night, and it seems they didn't have any, so I downloaded last week and was trying to get it set up to the PGI
Right.
account.
So go ahead. I'm gonna go through it just now. So just follow along. You'll see how to get the wallet address and everything. All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Another question
I'm
somebody
Chris.
have? Yes.
Yeah, and I assume the email is just it's supposed to be a Gmail account as well, right?
Yes, correct.
Only
Please.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Gmails, no Hotmails,
Yes. Don't do like
no
me, bro.
Yahoos.
No,
So
no,
it
Microsoft,
only,
nothing.
I'm interested if it only
So
could be
Don't do like me.
so these are things you
Chris,
need to let your
Chris,
prospect know. Yes.
Chris,
Yes,
what
Paula.
the other thing is, right, you go into your Gmail, and I knew that I had a Gmail thing, but when I go to the top back to the bar, the search bar, I would put in the thing, but I put it in with a different search engine instead of Gmail, not realizing. So those are little things to look for. You make sure that it is in Gmail. Because if it's in any of the others, it can just show you that there's something, but you ain't gonna know
You
what.
can't find it there. Yeah, you can't find it there.
Right.
Yeah. You have
Right.
to be inside your email if you're going to do a search. But here when you register, make sure you use a Gmail account. All right.
Yes.
When you're registering, but Chris, I mine is a Yahoo account, and then I get a problem.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a problem, but the company asks us to switch. Remember, I think it was last year that asked every person who have a Yahoo or Hotmail to switch, because at sometimes the code is blocked and they don't receive the code to get in. And a lot of persons are getting problems logging in. And if you don't get that code, you can't get in. And Hotmail and Yahoo was blocking the code.
Really?
All right.
I didn't know that.
So they say the account works best with a Gmail account. There's some persons that do have Hotmail and so on still, and Yahoo still. But again, if you do have a Gmail, go ahead and change it if you can. All right.
I don't have a Gmail account. Okay.
But
But if I send you a message to tell you so, in case there are issues.
but don't wait till it block you and you can't get in then because then for you to get it changed, all right, you have to send a support ticket to support to get changed. So it's best to register for Gmail and go ahead and change it when you can, as soon as you can.
Yeah.
All right. Because we all know that if you depend upon support to return, support doesn't respond to you at the same time. So you have to wait.
Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you go into KYC and change it there?
Yeah, but if you can't get the code, you can't get into KYC. Well, that's not KYC, but that's account profile.
Right, but I mean before it gets to that stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I know
exactly
some people sign up.
Yeah, that's
They
exactly what
sign
I'm
up
saying.
in a okay, I tell them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you don't have a Gmail, or you have a Gmail but it's not you did not sign up with a Gmail, go ahead and change it. You can change it. Just go into your profile and change it, and take out the Hotmail and the Yahoo and type in the Gmail one. But make sure that you can get into the Gmail. Don't just type a Gmail address and then can't get into the same Gmail that you're adding. All right.
Yeah. Some people are going to create a Gmail account.
Yes, some people have to create if they don't have a Gmail account. If you don't have one, if you have one, then use the Gmail instead.
And it's best that you do it immediately so you don't get any problems.
Yeah, because as I said, if you cannot get in with the code and when you go to log in and the system send you the code and you're not getting the code, therefore you can't. That means you can't get in. You understand?
Mm.
Yeah, that means you can't get
All
in.
right,
And the only way you can get
all
that
right, I
email
will send
changed
them.
now, the only way you can get that email changed is that you will have to send a support ticket and ask them to add the email. So if you can get in now, it's best to go ahead and change it
Do
yourself.
it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, send a message to all my download that did it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So after they submitted the form, guys, next thing they will get is an email. Okay. They will get an email for registering. And the email will look like this from the patron group. And this, guys, this is the honest time. Let me repeat this. This is the honest time that you're going to have to click something from your email. Okay. That will take you to the website. I'm repeating this. This is the honest time that you will have to click something in your email. So here it has verify your email. You click that button and that will take you to the website. All right. And that will verify you. Now, if the person did this right after the sign up, it will log them right into the account. If the person do this well after, that means half an hour after or an hour after, the next day, it would not log them into the account. It means now that they will have to log in with the what? The verification code. All right. So bear that in mind. Okay, so I always ask them to go and verify the email the same time. As soon as they register, they get the email. Go ahead, open up your email, look for the email from Patern Group International, and verify the email the same time. As long as they do that, it will bring them to this page. This is the login page where they now can choose the package, and they're choosing the package that they want to use to sign up. Again, we encourage everyone to sign up at 100 silver 100 package, and now they can choose that silver 100 package. After they've chosen the silver 100 package, guys, the next step, this is what they'll see: awaiting payment. Okay, now this payment has to be paid in Bitcoin, but remember the person would have sent off money. The person would have sent off money
Yes.
via PayPal. So that money that was sent off via PayPal, that money is what is going to be used to buy the Bitcoin in order to do this payment for that individual. Okay. Now, again, this is not instant. This is not instant. So it means the person has to wait until the Bitcoin is purchased and then this payment is made for them. Now, how are we able to make the payment? Because after the person gets to this page, they have to screenshot this page. Okay, they're screenshotting the page and they're gonna send it over to me, WhatsApp it to me, or email it to me, however they would have screenshot it if they were on their computer and they want to email it to me. I can do that. I can receive it by email, or if they're on their phone and they were doing it via their phone, again, they can screenshot it and WhatsApp it to me. All right. Also, they need to copy the wallet address. You see, we have a QR code. This area top here, like a barcode, that's what we call the QR code. And the amount of Bitcoin you see is 0.00238,714. That's the amount of Bitcoin. That's the value, okay, of Bitcoin that we are sending on that person's behalf for this package. And below we have the Bitcoin wallet address, which starts with 3EN, LAN, okay, and it finished FGT. That's the Bitcoin wallet address, okay. So those are the two things I need. But we need three things. We need a screenshot of the PayPal. We need a screenshot of this page after they choose the package, and also copy and paste the wallet address and send it to me. And therefore, I'm able to pass that on to Simone, and she makes the payment. All right. Okay. Now all this can be done in some cases within the same day, and it depends. Again, it depends on availability of the amount of funds that she has to buy Bitcoin for the day. Otherwise, it could take other 2 or 3 days. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Now, after the payment goes through, the person can now log into their account, and this is what they'll see. This is on their dashboard. So as soon as you log into your account, guys, the first area that you're brought to is your dashboard. Now, here we have 100 silver. That person, 100 silver mark processing, okay? So they will see it marked processing. Now, when PGI activates the package, it will mark processing and it will start to earn, okay? It will start to earn its first interest in 72 hours. Okay, so do not earn interest the same day. It takes 72 hours before the first set of interest start to show up here on the dashboard. All right, everybody clear on that so far?
Yes, Chris.
Okay.
Cool for that.
All right. So I just want you guys to know the process because these are questions your prospects will answer you and you need to know these things as well. All right. Okay, now let's deal with getting your links. Okay, where do you find your links to share with your prospects? On your dashboard again, from time you log in, okay, you will see this area here where you're gonna see left, right, weak leg. Okay, there's also a button there marked copy link. This is how you get your links. Okay, so the same links that I just shared here, same links I just shared here. These two links. Okay, those are your referral links. Your referral link will have your username at the end. Okay, so always make sure that your username is at the end before you send it out. How do you get it? By logging into your account and you're gonna click the button that mark copy link. So if you want the left link, I will click the button that mark copy link, which is the blue one. If I want the right link, I will click the button that mark copy link, which is the green one. After you have sign up one person on the left and one person on the right, then you will use the button that mark weak leg, copy the link for the weak leg and continue to use that link. Okay, don't use any other link, just use that link. That will put your new persons, okay, on the right side all the time. So you don't have to worry which is the right side to put them on. All right. Okay. All right, so these are where the links look again. All right, so we have, I still think that some persons don't know where to log in. Okay, some persons still do not know how to get back to the site, especially new persons. Okay. Now the website address, guys, whenever you want to log in, the website address is pgiglobal.trade/login, and that can bring you right to the login page. So if you want to take a note of this, you can take a note of this. pgiglobal.trade/login. All right. All right, so these are your referral links, the left side, the right side, and the weak link. Okay, so let's talk about
sorry. Go back, show me that again, please. Just before you move on. Thank you. All right, thanks.
Have everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, how do you find your Bitcoin wallet address? Now, guys, there are two things in Bitcoin in your blockchain. You have a wallet ID and you have a Bitcoin wallet address. A wallet ID and a Bitcoin wallet address, two different things. Okay, the wallet ID would have a lot of numbers and letters, but it will have dashes in between it, separating them. All right, so that's your wallet ID. So your wallet ID cannot be used to send Bitcoins to. Your wallet ID is only used for when you want to log in using the web version. Okay, so if you go to blockchain.com, you click login, you're gonna need your wallet ID. All right. Your PIN now, your 4-digit PIN, when you created the account, you would have created with a password and also a 4-digit PIN. When you're logging into the app on your phone, you only need the PIN. You do not need the wallet. You do not need the wallet ID. Okay? So bear that in mind. You only need the wallet ID. You only need the wallet ID when you're logging into the web version. You need a PIN when you're logging into the app. Okay, so how do you find your wallet address? Because the wallet address is what acts like your account number so that the company will know where to send your Bitcoins when you withdraw them. Okay, now all you have to do is bring up the app. When you open up the app, it will bring you to this page where you have to put in the PIN. You do not have to put your PIN in, just swipe to the left. Swipe to the left, and you will see this page. You will see this screenshot that I have here on the right. Okay, that's what you will see. When you swipe to the left, you will now see your wallet. Okay, so you'll see a Bitcoin wallet address along with the QR code. And that's
right, not left.
and that's how you can find your wallet address very easy without having to log into the account. If you swipe again, it will show you the Ethereum one. If you swipe again, you will see the other coins, because I think it carry the blockchain now carries about 5 or 6 coins now. Right? Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Stellar. I think you have a stable coin in there, USDT and so on. All right. But the address that you're looking for is the BTC one, the Bitcoin one. Right. So this is the easy way to find it. So all you have to do, guys, is just touch the screen with your finger. It's going to give you a pop-up and you click yes, and it's going to copy it to your clipboard. And then you can now log into your account and add it to your account. All right. So how do you add it? You go to the top of the page when you log in. You go to the top of the page where your picture would be. Click on that area. You're going to see update account. When you click update account, update my account, it will bring you to your account profile. And as long as you go through the account profile, you will see an area there to enter your BTC wallet address. And that's where you will paste it in. Now, when it comes to your Bitcoin wallet, guys, do not write it down and type it back in. Don't ever practice that habit. I'm telling you now, don't ever practice that habit of writing your wallet address down and typing it in. Always copy and paste it. Because the day that you write it down and you miss and write a I that look a L for a O, a I, anything like that, because you know a capital I could be a 1 or anything like that. Yes. Okay. So please just copy and paste it. You can't go wrong. If you have one character in that address wrong, it could be somebody else's address, and therefore somebody else might get your money. All right.
Chris.
Yes, go ahead.
Just remind persons that when they copy the address, to write the first 3 letters and the last 3 so that they make sure that they have copied the right one.
The right address.
For the sub.
Yes, get in the habit of taking a record of the first 3 and the last 3, so that you paste it in. You can always look back at it and make sure it's having the first 3 characters and the last 3 characters. When you paste it in, you know everything else in between there is correct.
Yeah. Correct.
All right.
You're learning, boy. You're learning.
All right. Okay. So always keep that that practice that behavior, and therefore you can never send you can never send your Bitcoin or have it sent to the wrong address. I know I know I got persons who put in wrong addresses, and I had to answer, where you get that address from? Nowhere close to their address. Funds gone to somebody else.
You know, persons that had the pen too. Go down.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's look at now your setting up your business. Okay. As I said, you have to have one person left and one person on the right. So let's see how you can qualify for your boost up. Guys, I try to encourage everyone, every person that you sign up, always try to encourage them to qualify for their boost. So let them know they have 30 days and that they should run within the first 30 days and get their 2 persons on board. Can you build this business with only sponsoring 2? Yes. You do not need no more than 2 to build your business. You can sponsor more than 2, means that it will allow you to build it faster, but you can build your PGI business just on 2. All right. Now, let me share a strategy, guys, with you, okay? Because every person here that have sponsored too, you are qualified either for the 2% boost up, okay, or binary. If you did it under the 30 days, you qualify for the boost up. If you do it over the 30 days, that means you still qualify for the binary, but you're not qualified for the boost up. But as long as you brought 2 persons in, guys, you have enough knowledge to help your 2 persons to do the same. Because you have done it, that means you can teach it. You with me? You have done it, that means you can teach it to another person. So if you sponsor 2 persons, what you should be doing now, you should be teaching your 2 persons to do the same.
I'm a little tall for something like this. Is there another seating option?
Come on, guys, just mute your mics, okay? Only release the mic if you're going to be talking. But go ahead, everyone, and mute, please. Okay. Now, I'm saying to persons, start to get to work and get to work for the 2 persons that you have. Okay. So if you have 2 persons and you're saying, you know, I got 2, but my business ain't going nowhere, nobody ain't bringing anybody. Have you reached out to those 2 persons that happen to sponsor there too? I'm not talking about you looking for your persons and giving them to, no, I'm talking about you trying to talk to their prospects for them to so that they can do what? Sponsor there too. Persons, I don't know if you guys know this, but persons tend to listen to other persons and to listen to the person who are actually referring them. You guys notice that?
True.
Yeah, think about it.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes
You see, we call it,
I guess they want confirmation at the same level.
yeah. If you say to a person, you know something, look, I got a friend who's doing well in this business, and you know, I will let you to link with him, and you know, he can explain to you how the business work. You know, you might not gain the success yet, but you can point that person to someone who the business is already working for, and let that person talk to that individual for you, because that individual, you understand, that you're looking to sponsor, will most likely listen to that person that you're referring. So you could say that, you know, I have a business partner, he's doing pretty well, he's doing by far better than me, you know, and he can explain to you more about the opportunity and how it can work for you, right? And, you know, link them with Fiona, link them with Vernon, link them with Granville, you know, whoever is your upline, okay? Link them with Pat, you know, whoever is your upline, link them with Randolph, all right? Link them with somebody you know that is in your line of sponsorship. So therefore, if you don't know who out of those persons I just mentioned is in your upline, just ask, and we will let you know who is in your upline. Whether Pat is in your upline, Fiona, Vernon, you know, Granville, or myself. All right, we have Elvis there as well. Okay, so again, try to always see that you're trying to build your business by working as a team. Don't be a loner. Don't be a lone. Let's call it now. Yeah.
A loner?
A Lone Ranger. That's what call it. That's the name.
A loner.
No, a lone wolf.
A lone wolf.
Lone Ranger.
A Lone Ranger. That's the name. Don't be a Lone Ranger. That's the name. That's the name. Lone Ranger.
Lone
Thank
Ranger.
you. Thank you. Right? Don't be a Lone Ranger. Don't go there, you know, doing it by yourself. You know, team up, team up, team up. Your success gonna happen a lot faster if you team up. Okay. People love to be part of a team. It takes away fear as well, because persons have a fear of doing it by themselves. It takes away that fear when they can team up with other persons. All right. Your success can happen in 30 days if you team up. You can get your business growing and twice the amount of persons you have in your business now if you start to team up and build your business like that. All right. Okay. So the boost up, get those persons qualifying for the boost up. As they get on board, talk to them about boost up. Let them understand the importance of collecting that additional 2%, because they're collecting 2% in the referral, and they're also collecting 2% in the binary. Guys, I'm telling you, that 2%, that additional 2% speaks volume when you start to get paid. I'm telling you. All right. You think about it. I mean, You got a person that buy $1,000 package, okay, 10% on 1,000 is $100. So that's in the binary, 10%, that's $100. And you still get another 8%. Again, that's what? That's $80. So therefore, so the person buy $1,000 package, you get yourself $180. Commission. Bam, you almost have $200 there. Okay.
US.
US, thank you, US. All right. So that 2% speaks volumes. Okay. Any questions before I move on?
Chris, this is this bonus is every time. This is daily or this is a one-time thing?
Okay. Now the only thing that's paid to you, daily is your 1% that's paid on your package. All right. The only thing that's paid to you daily, I mean, that is guaranteed to be a daily payment. If you're sponsoring persons daily, but then yes, it's daily because you're sponsoring, because the binary and the referral commission only pays when people come in on a package. All right. So let me give an example. Bob, let's look at Bob. Bob buy a 100 package, you get a referral commission. Okay. Now, no, let me repeat this, guys. Let me go back to this because there's something that I did not mention that I should mention as well, because some persons will say in their back office and they will have a red. Okay, so therefore they will see the person and they will see the amount and it will be in red. Okay, let me explain that red. That payment that is in red, what that means. Okay, the first 2 persons that you sign up, okay, the first binary commission that you earn, that goes up to the company. You do not get that. That goes up to the company. So let me give you an example. You bring 1 person left, 1 person on the right. Okay, you get the referral commission, that's the 6%. But also remember, you're getting a binary because you have the 2 persons in place, that's also a binary commission paid to you. So therefore the person, it most likely could be the person on the right, okay, one of those payments, okay, for the binary, that very first binary payment, that would be 8%. So $100 package that the person purchased, 8% will give you $8. That $8 will show up in red. Yeah, that $8 will show up in red. That means that red means that was a deduction, okay, because that goes up to the company. But every other binary payment then comes to you. All right, you guys understand what I'm just explaining?
Correct.
Yes, everybody understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Chris.
Okay. Right. So every other payment comes to you. Now, let's look at the binary payout. The binary payout is not daily. It is only when a sale is generated. Okay. What is a sale? If Bob, okay, or Ann purchase another package, let's say they buy another 100 package, that's another sale. That means you get yourself what? A referral commission. If you qualify for binary, that means that's 8%. And also, again, you get a 10% binary commission. Now, the binary commission would also depend on if you have volume accumulated. Let me see if I can bring it there. Okay, here we are. If you have volume accumulated, because you have to have volume accumulated before you can start earning binary. Okay, before you can start earning binary. Now, if I have, okay, let's look at this scenario here. If I have, let's say this is you here at the top, and you only have one side, persons on one side, therefore, you see, we have what? Binary volume accumulated. This here has what? 300. You guys can see that? 300 on the left? That's 300.
Yeah, Chris.
Right. So the honest way you can get a pair out is that you have to have volume note on the right. If you don't have volume on the right to match with what you have on the left, then there's no payout. Okay, the company's not going to pay you on one side. You have to have both sides in place. So that means one side must have more persons on the other side so that you can receive payout. Because all the persons on this left side, when they purchase a package or they bring in new persons, this volume adds up. It keeps adding up. What you bring in on the right hand side now, okay, would match the left side. So if I brought in 100, if I brought a person here on the right side and they came out at 100, that 100 would match to the left side and take up from the left side volume. It must have something to take from. So therefore the left side has 300, the 100 will come out of the 300, subtract from that left side. So now I'm getting paid on the 100 on the right. As we go forward now, we're going forward now with the left now showing 200 instead of 300 for the next pay cycle again. I don't know if that make any sense to you guys.
Yeah, Chris.
What about the
Not
others?
to me,
That
but
okay? Well, that's
it's gonna be too long to explain.
no. Just let me know. Just let me know, and I will break it down. I will break it down. Okay.
No,
Okay.
Chris, but let me tell you why I say no. I am one of these people that I got to see it practically. I got to work it. So until I'm working it, it's just going to. I understand a lot of the basic principles, but I am one of these people that if I can plant corn, if you could tell me how to plant corn and I will listen to you very carefully, I still don't know exactly how to plant corn. It's when I take out the corn and the fork and push it in the soil and put whatever else, then I understand it a lot better. So that's why I'm saying to you. I know my learning process. I know how I
Okay.
learn.
Okay. So
it
showing
wasn't
this
you, it's me.
showing this diagram will be no help to you then. You're telling me?
Well, no, I listen so
No,
that
not
when
talking about. I'm not talking about listening. No, I'm talking about the diagram.
okay.
Do you understand by diagrams? Are you doing?
I understand a lot of the diagram, yes.
Okay, that's the other one. Yeah. Okay. Because
I guess what
Yeah.
I guess what she's saying, Chris, is that I do understand where she's coming from, and sometimes some of us see things different, but I do understand where she's coming because there's certain things that you got to go over things, and I guess you open it again so she would understand it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's one. If persons can understand by diagram, I can go over the diagram and break it down so that they will understand it. All right, because the even though you might want to understand by experiencing it, okay, you because of how the business is structured, you really would not get it until you actually understand the diagram of itself.
The diagram of it.
Yeah, you got to understand the diagram of itself, then to see how how it applied then to you. You with me?
Okay.
How it applied to you. Okay. All right. So let me back up a bit. Let me back up a bit. All right. So let me use this. Let me use this analogy here. Okay. All right. Let's start off from the beginning. You start off by yourself. All right. You're at the top, and you bring in your first two persons, or let's say you just brought in one. You just brought in one. So you brought in one person on your left. That's 100, and that's 100 points accumulated on the left. Okay.
Okay.
You bring in another person on your right. Now that's another 100 on the right. So because we have because we have volume on both sides now, okay, a binary commission is generated. All right. A binary commission cannot be generated without having volume on both sides.
Okay.
All right. So bear that in mind. A binary commission is two. So that means you can't have a binary commission with only one. A binary commission must have two sides running. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So now we have 100 on the left, 100 on the right. From time that occur, the system would generate a binary commission and pay you out at your percentage level. So if you're at 10% for the binary, you get paid 10% on $100. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
If you are 8% in the binary, then you get paid 8% on the $100. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when that binary commission is paid out, it's also going to deduct also from one side. Okay. So let's say we have 100 on the left, 100 on the left, and 100 on the right. One of those hundreds is going to take away from the other, and now it cancel out, and now we back to zero again.
Zero.
Okay, we back to zero. Okay, because one side just take away the amount that comes in from the binary side will subtract from the side that accumulating. So that's what I'm saying. If you only have 100 and 100, 100 take out from 100 is zero.
Zero.
All right. So it's important then to have a side that accumulates, that have more volume, so that when the side for the binary takes out, you always have volume left back all the time. With me? Right. Okay. Now, how are we able to build that side that will have more points than the other side? The way how that is done, it is done by not only you, but also by your upline. If you ask most persons who sign up who sign up over 30 days, for those persons who sign up over 30 days, you can log into your account and you can see that you have one side that have more volume than the other. If you haven't paid attention to it, log in and today and check it out yourself. If you over 30 days, okay, chances are you have one side with a lot of persons on it that you did not bring into the business, and that side will have a lot of binary points added up. Okay, and the reason for that, the system is designed that one side will be built for you, where the other side you will just have to focus on one side. So as long as you have your left and right, the side now that becomes your side that having most points, that side will be built for you. Then you only have to focus on the side that has zero. That means any new persons that you're bringing in goes where? In that side. Yes. The persons that you have on that side that don't have anybody, those are the ones you start to work with and help them to find there too, because that's yes, you understand? Because now you'll be able to generate points in that side that will be taken away from the side that have the majority of points. So let's give an example here in this diagram that I have here. Here on the right, this side has 54,300 points. All right. The side here on the left have zero, because whenever binary commission is paid out all and leave back at zero all the time. So that's why you always see the side, one side would always mark zero. It would never be volume in on all two sides at the same time. One side would always mark zero, because whenever it comes, it pays you out and go back to zero right away. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. It pays you out and go back to zero right away. That means somebody joined today. So if somebody come in today on this left side, as soon as they make their payment and they get registered in the system, okay, that volume will show up there, subtract from the 54,300 and go back to zero on the left.
Okay.
All right. So it's an instant thing. It happens instant. So therefore that commission now is paid to your back office the same time as it happened. So you do not get commission at a particular time every day. You get commission as soon as the person joins. So if they join as soon as it's registered in the system, it's paid into your back office. All right. And therefore is in your back office wallet for you to withdraw when the following week or whenever. But sorry, we changed note. Sorry, we changed note to every day, Monday to Friday.
Every day.
Yes. All right.
But once a week though.
Yes, but once a week. Correct.
Only once a week. Yeah.
Right.
Any day.
So let's say now I have a person that coming in from this left side, that person coming with a 1,000 package. It means the company will then, the system will pay me the 10%. If the person is not sponsored by me, but they come with a 1,000 package and they're on this left side, even if they're not sponsored by me, I'm still gonna get 10%.
Right.
Even if they're not sponsored by you, you will still get 10%. Okay. So that 10% means what? $100. But to the sponsor would get themselves $100 plus the 8% referral commission, which is $80. So the sponsor getting 2 commissions, but you getting 1, which is the binary commission. You only get the referral commission on the ones that you refer when they buy another package or they upgrade to a higher package. All right. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Right. And therefore that $1,000 will be subtracted from the 54,300, and that will reduce it then to what? 53,300, because that's 1,000 coming out. So that is what you need. That's why you need a site that accumulates, and you want that site that accumulates as much volume as possible, so that you will never have to worry about the right side at all, or the side that is greater. You only have to worry about building one side. Okay. So please log in. So please log into your back office. Go to my network. So go to the menu at the top left-hand corner. Select my network. Select genealogy. Let me see if I can find it here for you. Okay. Yeah. All right. So select my network. Then binary genealogy, and that will bring you. Okay. That will bring you here. That will bring you right here. And that's how you are able to see your genealogy. And look at the left side. I used to see one side will got points and the other side will have 0. Okay. And that's how you will know which is your strong side and which is your weak side. The side that has 0 is the weak side. The side that has volume is the strong side. Okay. Okay. Now, when you sponsor a new person and you have, let's say you have a structure like this, and you sponsor a new person, the new person is going over to your weak side. But the new person, when you sponsor them, that new person is going to drop all the way down at the bottom to the left. It's never going to come in between here, guys. It's not going to come in between here and under those persons here. No, it's going to stay on the left, on the outer part, at the bottom. Okay, you guys understand that? Every new person that you bring in will go at the bottom. This person here bringing a new person, it goes at the bottom. This person here bringing a new person, it goes at the bottom. Okay. So this person here brings a new person. It goes where? To the bottom. This person here bring a new person. It goes where? To the bottom. And this person. This person here bring a new person. It goes where? At the bottom all the time. So that is how now your upline efforts can support the downline. Okay. And that's how you can see persons falling underneath you that you did not bring into the business, because every person here, okay, including me, when they sponsor some new person, it goes right all the way to the bottom. So everybody benefit from that new person coming in all the way to the bottom. Now this person here, let's look at this person here. So let's look at this person here. All right. This person here, how they're benefiting. Now, this individual here has 2, 1 and 2. If this individual here, this is his strong side, that means this person here is his weak side. You with me? So then he has to do what? When he sponsor, his persons will have to come here under this person here. Because if this side here is his strong side, it means then he will have to, yes, he will have to shift over on this side, on this right side. Because his left side is his strong side. Therefore, he has to switch over to his. Okay, so that means any new person that
machine don't do that for you, Chris.
Yes, any new person that he sponsor, he has to. It depends. Don't forget the link. The link is what plays the important in this whole thing. The link that you're using. So if he use his weak link, okay, his weak link will put the person at the bottom of this leg. But again, it's not going to go on the inside. It's going to go on the outside. Yes, it's going to stay on the outside. So that means the new person that he brings will have to go somewhere underneath here. Look. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now this person here has to do what? Find there too. That means his new person will have to go under this person here because he has one there already. All right. And now he become money qualified. And if you notice, he start to have two. That means this side is starting to build as a strong side because he has two and this only has one. All right.
This
Now,
if you bring it to in the 30 days,
One,
so.
one minute, Chris. But now when you bring this new person, right? And this new person fall right to the bottom, right? What really happening with that person? Now? That person have to look for two, right? As well,
everybody
right?
has to look for two. Doesn't matter how they fall.
Right. Now, if I just say no on the weak leg, no, that person gone on the dead left side. And inside here, so on the which will be the right. Let's say you have the circles. Right? And that come out as a weak leg. Right? And you put another person down there. Right? You know, sometimes it seems as though this person is the under this person.
Yes, they're under, but they're under,
They're under the person.
they're under, yes, they're under. Yes, they're under, but they're not sponsored by two different things. They're under, but not sponsored by.
So this person can't get the books up from that person.
No. Don't forget, boost up is about the ones you personally sponsor, not the ones that were spilled to you. Not the ones that were spilled to you. That's why everybody have a link so that they can personally sponsor there too. Your boost up only, your boost up is not having two. Your boost up is you personally sponsoring two. I can spell two persons underneath you, but you might not be qualified for boost up because you did not sponsor them.
Right. I understand that.
Right.
I say that because sometimes you see a person and then you feel that that person could happen to me. And when I really realize it really ain't underneath that person. So you have to be very careful.
I don't understand what you're saying. How many agent under the person?
Me neither, cause it ain't gonna stop you from getting your benefits.
No, I ain't talking about my benefits. What I mean, okay. Now you see where Terry is, right? Good. And you got the can't remember you can't see the other name there on the left side.
That's Ilufer.
Good. Now I got these two underneath here, right? The two on the Terry, right? And this is a spillover that come here right now on the one on the inside, which is what we say you got the black arrow just now, right? No, that is spillover. Now what happened is it seems as though this person underneath there, but it don't really.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Okay, I understand what you're saying. No, that is because if you look at it on the computer, it will open up so you to see it properly. When you look at it on the phone, it just gives you it's not. The phone doesn't give you the alignment, the diagram. Sorry, the diagram is not aligned properly on the phone. So that means you can look at it and take yeah, that's what you mean. I understand you now. Okay.
I hit the person to see.
Yeah. But you can click on the person and see who underneath them. Yeah, but don't. The phone is gonna shift aside, so therefore it doesn't give you the right layout properly. It's the phone, not necessarily the company, but this phone itself.
Right.
Whenever I work on my phone, I scan, pick up clearly. You understand? You gotta click on it to see if that person has someone, because on the phone it shift it and then make you think that those persons underneath this other person.
Right.
It just looks small. It just looks small, but it's called just I to see it, but it's
or change the resolution for the thing on the phone to bring it down. Yeah. I like a base screen, so I just do my login on my computer. So
okay.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Okay. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody clear on that?
Yes, Chris.
All right, so I hope that you know, by breaking it down, that gives you a little better understanding how the binary pairs. All right. Okay, but again, it's just a matter of, you know, you go through this, eventually it makes more sense. You got to understand, because it's a different pay structure to how you're accustomed being paid. In some networks, the structure is what we call a unilevel structure or matrix structure, but this is a binary structure, right? So therefore the pay structure is different. Okay. Okay, so those persons who, again, how to find to navigate the back office, right? That menu on the left, guys, click it, go through the different areas, all right? There's nothing here that you can click on that can close your account or break anything, all right? So you don't have to worry about if you click on this, you know, this might be the wrong area and this might cause you to all your Bitcoins to be lost. No, all right? It don't happen so, right? Click it and go through it. Get familiar where the withdraw is. Withdraw button is there, okay? Click every area and go through. Okay, when you click withdraw, how do you get to withdraw? You click on my earnings and then you click withdraw. When you click my earnings, it's going to give you a drop-down menu. Now you can select withdraw. It's going to bring you right here. Okay. Now remember, guys, you have two withdraw buttons. If you're on your phone, this is not going to be side by side. This is going to be one, and then you come down, you'll see another. All right, because of course the phone can't go wide out, but the computer will go wide out. All right, but if you're on your phone, you're gonna have the network bonus, and then you can come down. The next bonus will be the trading. Now, if you pay attention to the headings, all right, just give me a minute.
Mute.
And it's a lyric.
Okay, so pay attention to the headings. All right, network bonus. Network bonus is basically everything that you earn in the binary referral commission, and binary bonus is under network bonus. So all the commissions you earn from there. Okay, we'll go into that section. All the commissions that you earning from your package. Okay, we'll go into that section. Now, I don't know how to stress this, but I mean, just if I'm stressing this enough, but I'm gonna try to allow person to understand the importance, okay, of increasing your packages. This, guys, this is where this is where you want. That's one of the reasons I'm building the business. All right. The reason I build my network so that I can increase my package. Okay. Now, why would you want to increase your package? Because whatever you give to PGI in a package, PGI is going to double it. That makes sense, right? Whatever you give to them, they're going to double it. If I earn it and I put it aside, yes, I earn it, but I would prefer to earn it and get it double. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, if I earn, let me take you guys. Oh, here we go. All right, let's go live. Let's go live. All right, remember, guys, whenever you log in, you have to go for that verification code. I normally will come here in this section. On your phone, you know, you have promotion, update, social, all right? So might normally come under update. Some people want to come directly in their primary folder, but might normally comes under update. So sometimes it take a little while to come, but it will get there. All right, over there, yeah.
Oh Lordy.
Okay, all right, here it is. So sometimes it take a little while, guys, but just be patient on it and it'll show up. All right, so you're copying the code, or you can write it down and type it back in, your choice.
Hi, Dr. Rose.
Okay, now that we see that email, that message there, guys, I also want to remind persons when you dealing with PGI or your PGI account, okay, as I said, the only mail that you ever get from PGI that you have to click a button in the email is that verification email. No other emails that come from PGI require you to click any link that can take you to the site. All right. So just remember that do not ever open up an email and log in from within that email. Now, PGI don't work that way. For you to get to the PGI site, you have to go to your browser and type in
PGI.trade.
PGI.trade. Okay. But don't ever go to your email and find an email that from PGI, because the email is going out right now that have the logo and everything. It looks just like PGI email. Okay, have the logo and everything. Everything is okay, and they will tell you click here to log into your back office, or click here for this, click here for that. Right? Don't click any link, because when you click there, it will carry you to a site that looks like PGI, but when you check the top does not have PGI global.trade. All right. And when you go to that site and you log in from that site, there's no stealing your what? Your username and password. And there's no
Password.
yeah. And again, one of the things that persons don't realize, okay, is that a lot of persons tend to use the email address, password, or other things that they sign up for. And I always say, don't ever do that. Always keep your email password different to anything else that you have. All right. Because if you use your email password to sign up for other things, and therefore that hacker gets that password for that other site, you know what they're gonna do? They'll go straight to your email and just put back in the same password and realize, oh, so you use that same password to get into your email as well. And there you go. The person now can get your code when you log in. So you know when you log into PGI, it gives you a code. That means they could go into your email and also get the code as well. All right, so you don't want to do that at all. Okay, all right, so what I'm saying here, guys, this earnings, okay? Now, my goal here is to move to a $5,000 package. And how is that possible? Look at my total earnings today. My total earnings today is $4,507 US. All right. So that's why you want to use your earnings that you get from trading. Let's go to the trading. Sorry, to binary. Let's go to the withdrawal. Okay. So you can see here under trade and bonus, I have earned, okay, 985, 86. All right. But look, under the binary, so you see, that's what I'm saying, telling you guys, I'm building my binary so that I can buy bigger packages. So therefore, under my binary, I have earned $3,522. That $3,522 is what I'm using to accumulate to buy myself a $5,000 package. So you guys, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here, right? Now, when I earn this up to 5,000, all right, and I buy myself a $5,000 package, PJ will double it, and that now becomes 10,000. That then becomes $10,000. All right. And while that is paying me $10,000, guess what? I'm taking that earnings and doing what? Buy myself some other packages as I earn from that $5,000 package. Because I don't want to stay at 10,000 or 5,000. I want to be able to buy a 50,000 package that PGI would double and become 100,000.
50,000.
You know what I'm saying? So this strategy that I'm using, I'm saying you guys can use the same strategy as well. Build your business and take that money and buy it yourself in packages. Increase your earnings. Okay. And that's what I want for everyone. I want you guys to understand that. Utilize that method. Okay. If you start with $100 and you cannot buy yourself a bigger package, build your business. The earnings that you get from your network, you take it and do what? Buy yourself a package. Now tomorrow is withdrawal day for me because I do withdraw. I decide to remain on Mondays, right? And every Monday, guys, tomorrow, that's 546. 500 out of that will come up tomorrow. All right. Next week, no, by next week, guess what? This here is already $498. That means next week, this will be over $500. I take up $500 out of that next week. And then by the time I go out the following week, this year should go back at least to 500 again. So therefore, it means because I can move back and forth between the two, it means I can withdraw at least $500 every week.
Every week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it increased to $5,000 package now, then I'll be able to withdraw $2,500 every week. Yes.
Yep.
And that's how you build your business. You move up. You don't stay at 100. That's not building a business. Okay. If you got $100 and you don't plan to put no more than $100, you can keep it in the credit union or the bank. That's how you look at it.
Then the
right?
you know, Chris, I agree, you know. If you only plan to get $100, it can still benefit you. It ain't gonna benefit you as much as we'll do more packages, but it can still benefit you more than if you left in credit union or bank.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to persons, stop. Get up seriously and build your business. It's a business.
Try to move on. Yes.
Don't stick at 100.
Try to move on. I understand that.
Say it first as a business. If it's a business, it requires what? It requires further investments into it.
Investment, correct.
Yes.
Have to.
You can't build a business by just putting one investment into it and don't look back at it to increase it. That's not a business.
You want to make money, but you can't stay at $100 to make money. Like only give you 200 in 6 months. So you got to invest more.
Is what I'm trying to get persons to convert their mind over to thinking business. As long as you think business, start thinking business. Don't even say no, it's just something that I joined to make a little extra income. Push that outside of your mind. Push that away from your mind right now. All right. Convert your mind to say, look, this is a business I'm running, and how can I increase my business so that I can make more money?
Make more money. Correct.
All right.
But
why did you get involved in business to make money? Correct? Yes, Paulette.
Correct.
Hey, Paulette.
Chris, that presentation that you gave us tonight with the man there, Jim Rome.
Yes. Yes, you want the full
I
thing?
I think I have that on CD.
I got the CDs too,
is right. That is a presentation that we could get, for me anyway, I feel we could get that almost every other night, because although it is funny in parts, it teaches how not to get disappointed when people don't respond. Like, I think it is.
And it's long though.
I think it's part of the group that they say, if she tell 10 people and they say no, she just say it right on. That kind of motivation, I think.
Paulette, you gonna have to do that stuff because the videos are long. So for personally.
Join training and so on, I can bring it in, share the half an hour. Like what I did tonight.
You can't do it.
Yeah, but with a regular presentation, you don't have enough time. Yeah.
No. I understand that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fiona.
No problem,
okay.
honey.
All right, so guys, this is it. I just want to get this, over to you today so that you can start to, get the results that you want in your business. Okay. we are here to help. We have enough leaders in here that can team up with you, especially for those persons who are new. You're not by yourself, guys. We can hold your hand. We can help assist you to get your business going. Okay. So also what we want to do also is start to focus our efforts also down in the islands. So wherever you know persons in the islands, start inviting them to the presentation. Don't only focus in Barbados. Start focusing outside of Barbados. All right. Get persons who live in the United States, in the UK, wherever you have your friends and prospects, contact them and invite them to the session. Start to build your business internationally. When you get hooked to Barbados, your business can multiply so much faster as well. Get hooked down in the islands. I think a lot of the islands are not on board of this as yet. Okay. I think we have Grenada, we have Bahamas, is St. Vincent, Barbados, Jamaica, right? I will have to find out for Ainsworth what other Caribbean islands they have in their downline, right? But every other place is Virgin Territory for you right now. Okay. All right. Any questions? No. I think so. I think we had one or two persons that were prospecting someone out of Trinidad, but I haven't heard anything if there's a group going to Trinidad as yet.
Chris.
Mm,
There are
yeah.
some new persons some new persons that joined the group before after you make your first speech. So you probably could let them introduce themselves.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's those persons who just joined us. All right, we want to welcome you. Could you go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know who's your sponsor in PGI? You could go ahead and unmute. Who are the ones that just joined us? Okay, we have some information here in the chat. Who do we have?
Elvis calling him.
I giving the people a chance to talk with themselves, man.
Do we have Jalicia? Okay, Jalicia was asking a question. She wanted to know if there was a name, if there was an issue putting in your using middle name. Sorry. No, there's not an issue, but what I was saying, I think earlier, what I was saying to persons is that when you registering, you can leave out the middle name. And just in case, yeah, in case you make a mistake, yes, you can come back and put in the same name and then use the middle name. Yes.
Use the middle name.
Yes, and then use the middle name then. Okay.
I told her.
Okay.
Chris?
Hey, Vernon.
Chris?
Yes.
Yes, I have Avion Eluder that I signed up on Saturday. Avion, are you there? Can you unmute and just say hi?
He's there.
Hey, Avion.
Hey.
Hi, Ariane.
Speak to us.
Avion, can you please unmute and say hi?
Don't be shy. You don't need to be shy in here.
That's
Speak to us. We do bite.
We don't bite. We don't bite.
That's not true. We bite.
We don't bite. We don't bite. We just eat, not bite.
Avion, are you there? I'm not sure if he's hearing me, Chris. I can see he's in, but
He's shy.
anyway, that's my son. I signing up on Saturday.
On Saturday. Okay. Congrats.
Yes.
All right. Welcome, Avion. Good to have you. Good to have you on board. Good to have you on
Pardon
board
me?
with us.
Tell him that we are glad that he joined.
Yes, I will do. I will do that.
Okay.
When I get my phone, I gonna be better.
Yes, yes, I know you will be. All right. Okay, so that's it this evening, guys. I hope you guys were able to, take away something from this training this evening. And as
welcome you all to Parlate.
Yeah, as I said, we can always team up with another upline, another leader, okay, and let that person assist you in building your business. Okay. Now the persons who are getting some issues in sponsoring, let's hear some of the issues that they're getting in getting persons to meetings. Let me see if we could assist persons with any of those issues. So if anybody has some issues in that regards in that area, Talk to me. Let me.
Some my people, Chris. My
Mhm.
some my
You
people
tell
is
them.
because
Some
the
people
work
just don't turn
shift.
up.
And, yeah, no. Some of mine is because the work shift and where to work to, and it'd be like a, and so I just sympathize with them because this, especially in these COVID experiences, nurses has got a lot to do that, you know, they part of the regime before, and sometimes they come, and when they're there, then they're so tired that they drop off to sleep, but not that they ain't want to come. And so there's issues that sometimes they can't, there are issues that could be discussed publicly either, but you know, there are issues with them, but I am prepared to give them the benefit of the doubt, but then again, my attitude is I will tell you because I'm doing it myself, and I think it's beneficial. If when I tell you you don't show any interest or you are not interested at all, I then leave you alone because some gonna go up on stony ground.
Yeah. You know, there's a saying,
Correct.
some will, someone, so what?
So good.
Next.
Next
Right?
person.
Next. Yeah. And the thing is too, not everyone too, okay, will see what you see at this point in time.
Somebody
Okay.
say it down the road. You never know.
Yes.
Right.
You can just plant
Right.
that seed, and if it ain't germinate now, just move on. You know, you
Yeah.
can just keep watering
Sometimes the
it.
soil just need to then turn it later on.
Yes, exactly. All right. I understand
Right.
everybody's not going to move at the same time, but the whole idea is that you have to keep sowing.
Correct.
Yeah, keep sowing. All right.
So and investing in yourself as well.
Yeah. Okay. And best ways is to keep building your packages.
Upgrading.
You know, I say the persons, you know, even if your network is not growing the way you want it to, at least you should be purchasing
be
a
growing.
package every month, adding
should
to
be
your
growing as a person, correct.
investment. Yeah. You know, at least $100 package. If you can't move up to another high level, at least $100 package, because in especially those persons who have done their first withdrawal already, you know, you should be at least looking to get another package to increase. All right, because one challenge that you might have is staying with the $100 package is that when you make your first withdrawal, okay, the chances are you withdraw a little over $100. The second withdrawal gonna be under.
Yeah, you can't get 88.
You see what I'm saying? The second gonna be under. So therefore, you definitely will have to have another package too in order to get hooked the rest of to the amount. So it works better with at least more than 100 as well. All right. So utilize what you withdraw already to move up to another package also.
Another package.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right,
So
Chris, I want to talk to you. You get through the thing that you're doing.
tomorrow.
Why I asked you that is how's your Monday? That's why I asked you.
No, Monday. My Monday. Don't forget, my Monday is on job site tomorrow.
Okay.
But
Chris.
I'll swing by you tomorrow morning on my way and drop off your phone.
That's hashtag collection. So listen to us. When you come, you point you
Chris.
When you come, you point you can take Fiona product.
I can't.
Before we go into discussion here, let's
And that's so
hold on, Paulette.
Hold on. Let me finish up here.
Correct. Finish the
Right,
meeting
Chris.
and
Finish
come
up
back.
first, Chris.
Let me
Thank
finish
you.
up here.
So you let you folks know it's the more meeting this
Okay.
morning here.
So tomorrow, guys,
Then we get it
our next session tomorrow is 1 o'clock. No, sorry, we won't have a 1 o'clock meeting tomorrow. No, that's gonna be difficult for me tomorrow. So we would not have a 1 o'clock meeting tomorrow. All right, we will have an 8 o'clock meeting tomorrow. All right.
So Chris, you'll post it in chat tonight early.
Yes.
So people will know.
All right. So we will not have a 1 o'clock meeting tomorrow. We have an 8 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
I won't be able to get away from that job site in time. Not at all. All right. So again, thanks everyone for making it to the training this evening. As I said, I hope everything, that was shared with you, you can take something from it and apply it to your business. All right. So until tomorrow, 8 o'clock, everyone enjoy the rest of the evening. God bless.
All right, good night, everyone.
All right, good night,
Later,
everyone.
Chris. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna close off so that we can have this video uploaded, because I think persons will need this training this afternoon as well.
Okay, no problem, Chris.